What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to this week's installment on The Lake Show. Now, I'd like to introduce my next two guests, Jenna Troxil, Collin Murray, two of my great friends from YSU. How you guys doing today?
Good. How about yourself, Tom?
Thanks for having us on.
Oh, for sure. And I can't complain. I'm just trying to get through this fucking semester. I'm ready to leave. That's for sure. When are you guys done?
December of 2024 for me.
Oh, damn. You got a year.
Yeah. So I'll be done with the DPT and same time as him, but then I'm still thinking about doing the PhD, which is an extra 2 years. So I'll be here for a hot minute. So
I'll be long gone. I'll be down south by the time you're done in school.
Lucky you.
And some other people I know, they won't be done with school for forever.
I mean, that's what I thought about you. So
You thought I was going to drop out?
not drop out. I just finished undergrad before you. So I was like, oh, Tom's going to be here forever.
She loves to bust my balls, man. She's done this since fucking day one I met her at this fucking school.
Yeah.
Get used to it.
Yeah, I guess. I've been dealing with it forever. Whatever. So I wanted to have you guys on because you guys are both in the physical therapist field or personal trainer field. Am I correct in saying that?
Physical therapy, yeah.
Physical therapy. Physical therapy. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I want to just go over that. Give me a little bit of a background about yourself, where you went to school, what you're doing now. Give me all that.
Yeah, so I grew up locally. I went to Canfield High School. I graduated in 19, and then I came here for exercise science at YSU. Did that in 3 years, then applied for PT school, and now we're here.
Do you enjoy it?
YSU. Yeah, it's been good so far.
Not stressful at all?
Oh, it's absolutely stressful.
I know. Collin, what about you, man?
So I grew up in the greater Columbus area. Went to Olentangy Orange. I don't know if anyone knows where that is, but
Feel free to let me know in the comments. I have no fucking clue where that is near Columbus, but
that's where I went to high school. And then I went to University of Toledo to do my undergrad degree in exercise science. And now I'm here.
do you enjoy it?
Yeah.
What would you say was your biggest learning experience from Toledo? Like, is there a reason that you decided to leave Toledo? Or did you, like, get your undergrad there and now you're here?
I got my undergrad there.
Okay. So what drove you towards Toledo in the first place?
Furthest away from home within the state of Ohio.
That's fair.
So getting that in-state tuition.
That's
But,
cheap. Well,
know,
I shouldn't say it's cheap because it's still fucking expensive as hell.
It's one of the cheaper schools.
Okay.
At least state schools.
Okay.
I don't know. I just chose there to grow as my own individual as well. You know, not have mom and dad there.
Yeah.
Clean up your mess if you make a mess.
I feel like a lot of people do that now. And no, do not fucking bring up my name at all. Yes, I still live at home, but I'm moving out as soon as I graduate. Don't worry, Dad. He tried kicking me out earlier today because I almost touched his motorcycle. He just got a new one. He's in love with that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting my motorcycle license soon though, so I'm gonna take his bike when he's either sleeping or not home. So, yeah, we'll end up seeing what happens there. But give me the biggest reason why you chose the field that you did.
I would say that started when I was 11 years old. I had major foot surgery on both my feet, and that recovery process was very extensive. Had to relearn how to walk because I just mentally forgot how to walk.
How'd you do it?
So I was born with flat feet, and
Okay.
my arches caved in. Like, I wish I had a picture I could show everybody, but they were horrific.
Really?
And yeah, they did this procedure. I think it's called an Evans calcaneostomy, and they put this like bone graft in each foot to increase the arch height.
Mm-hmm.
Surgically broke my foot, both my feet, and then said, "All right, go to physical therapy. You're gonna be on crutches for the next 8 weeks."
8 weeks?
For each foot, I had to do each foot independently. So
Oh, really?
I did my right foot in October of 2011, and then my left foot March of 2012.
Oh, wow. So that was a while ago.
So,
Long time ago.
Yeah, I was in middle school.
But throughout the whole process, like, obviously you said you had to learn how to walk again, basically, mentally.
Yeah, like my gait pattern was off. So
Really?
yeah, like the heels. You know how you walk heel to toe?
Mm-hmm.
Forgot how to do that, so I had to relearn how to do that. So
And that took 8 weeks?
oh no,
Or did it take long?
that took the whole year.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh God, I can
I
only.
was on crutches from October to June of the next year with both surgeries.
Oh God, I couldn't even imagine doing that. I mean, I broke my ankle when I was younger, and I thought it was hell. I couldn't even imagine something like that. Going through the process though of physical therapy, was that something that kind of intrigued you in a way, like the way that they handled your care and your recovery
Oh,
time?
absolutely. Yeah.
What was the main thing that you focused on, like throughout the recovery, like in as it pertains to enjoying that, like being, I don't really know how to word it, but being like approachable to that field, like you would want to do something like that.
I think it's more of like a humanitarian sort of thing. A lot of people invested time into me to fix me and heal me. So I'd like to give that back to somebody else that needs that.
Yeah,
People get bumps and bruises all the time.
they need someone like that.
Humpty Dumpty, yeah.
Yeah, true. I mean, if you think about it, there's very few jobs that will never go away. And, doctors, nurses, and, physical therapists, like people are always going to get hurt no matter what.
Right.
So you should feel comfortable knowing that, there's employment opportunity forever for you guys.
100%.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
All right, Jenna, back to you. What was your biggest reason for going into the field?
I think it just checked all of my boxes. Growing up, my parents had very sit down, very sedentary, not even lifestyles, but occupations. So I just didn't want to be like that. I wanted something where I was constantly moving. I also just in general like knowing how things work. So just a kind of combination of the things. I mean, I've been to physical therapy too. Everyone in PT school is like, yeah, I came in because of physical therapy. But yeah, I had that done. It was a good experience. Same thing as Collin, just kind of giving back.
Giving back to the people who helped you in a way.
Yeah, excited for that.
Yeah, I figured I might end up in a field like that. I thought I was. But after freshman year, I realized I couldn't even pass Anatomy 101. So
Hey, that's all right, man.
literally, that was the most hell of a
Not
class.
for everybody. Nope.
No. And how many hours did you guys put into studying for stuff like this?
In grad school or undergrad?
Both.
Like to get to this point
Give
or
me both.
currently?
Give me both. The undergrad and right now.
Undergrad, it was definitely class dependent for me. Biology was horrible, man.
Was it?
I mean, I'd go home and spend 20 hours in a book,
That's
and
disgusting.
it's
That's just not the way I
to
study.
get a C. You know what I
To get
mean?
a C. To get a C. Jenna, how many hours did you put in?
Undergrad,
Yeah.
just exercise science was something that I got fairly easily. I think like Collin said, it was very class dependent. There's definitely some physiology behind exercise that, you had to put some hours into to definitely learn it. But same as him, it was the prereqs that kind of get you for grad school, like biology and all that. Because I say, I'm not good at memorization, which you do need a lot of that for grad school. But
Well, of course.
that kind of stuff that I'm not very interested in.
I don't want a physical therapist who doesn't know their shit. I'm just going to be honest. So that would have been me.
Oh, yeah,
I forget
100%.
my shit. I'd just tell them, do this, do this.
For sure.
Probably-
They strategically put the biology and chemistry first, to
To
weed
weed,
people
yeah.
out.
I guess. That makes sense. If you're not going to take it fucking serious, then what are you even doing in the field?
For sure. I don't know. I mean, I don't need to know about frogs, though, and mitosis.
That's true. I mean, some of that shit I didn't need to learn in high school. Obviously, if you planned on going into the nursing field or anything healthcare wise, physical therapy, anything like that, obviously it's good to know some biology and shit like that. Biology was a breeze for me in high school. But let me tell you, and anatomy was too. But as soon as I got to college anatomy, holy shit. I studied, the most I've ever studied in a week for anatomy in college was probably 10 hours total in a week. And I got an F on that test. So it is definitely not for the weak, I would say. What do you think is the biggest, why do you think so many people decide out of college, straight out of high school, they want to go into nursing or healthcare field? I don't get what the main attraction point is. Obviously now knowing what I know, it's a great field all the way around. But, I feel like a lot of people around, especially in this area that I know of from different schools, even at my old high school, people come out, I asked people what they want to do. They said, oh, I want to go into nursing. I want to go into nursing. What do you think the main drive is to go into the healthcare field?
I would say there's two things. One is money. There's money in the healthcare field.
That is very true.
And then I would say just kind of a personal calling for each individual. Like they experience something and they think, hey, I can help somebody out this way. So at least that's how it is for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a similar thing. I mean, personally, I was really good at math in high school, and my Algebra 2 teacher was like, you should definitely be an accountant. So it's the fact that we're sitting in Williamson right now, I'll be like, oh yeah, this is where I could have been. But
this is the greatest college ever
yeah, okay.
at YSU.
Okay.
Do you really want to go there?
It's the nicest building.
I could.
Yes, exactly.
It's the nicest building. Yeah, for sure.
Why?
But
Is Beagley not nice?
where I'm at, I mean, we'll have classes in like the depths of a basement and like, but the teachers are great, 100%.
That's good.
I loved all my faculty, but
Classroom's just not up to par,
could
huh?
have some updated stuff to it.
Desks.
Yeah. We were talking about this earlier, but
Yeah, no. I needed to bring it up, that's for sure.
Yeah.
we have the nice ass glass windows. It's just all around nice. It's nice and cozy. I don't miss going to the classrooms when I was in nursing. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's just me.
So I didn't do my undergrad here, so
Yeah.
I haven't checked out every building.
Yeah. Why would you? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
what reason do you have
You
to?
the same building every day.
Yeah. How many credit hours are you taking this semester?
We take like 15-ish.
15.
Just depends on what they tell us
Yeah.
to take.
So I know an undergrad full-time is considered 12 credit hours.
Right.
For grad school, it's 6.
Okay. It's 6.
Yeah, because they're just different caliber of hardness, I guess. But
Different caliber.
We're definitely
of-
taking over 6 though.
oh yeah, 100%, 100%.
What classes are you guys? Are you both in the same classes?
Yeah.
All except one.
What's the one different?
So since I'm going for the PhD, I took a stats course last fall, which
You're taking
kinda,
stats.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go. We got the
Yep.
business side of Jenna now. We got the
We're
accountant.
getting into it. Yep. So I took that class last fall, and since it kind of trumps the class that they're taking right now, I didn't have to. So right now we're just in a clinical decision making, our third one. So that will definitely be our hardest.
What does that entail? Like clinical decision making? Like I don't even know what the hell that would entail.
I mean, it's basically an amalgamation of everything we've learned, So it's like the fine skills, like soft skills, how you talk with a patient, but also what you're doing with the patient, like therapeutic treatments, how you're assessing an individual, like through an evaluation. So your first time seeing a patient,
So it's basically the whole
everything.
It's the whole experience.
nitty gritty. Yeah.
Basically the
They'll
whole
break
experience.
it up though. So I think our CDM 1, it was all acute care and then outpatient, a little bit of each. And then number 2 was we kind of did all outpatient kind of stuff, just big joints and all that kind of stuff. Everything else besides the spine. And then now we're in spine and neuro stuff right now. So
That stuff's cool. I'm not
it
gonna
is,
lie.
yeah, it's very cool.
I mean, I know I'm not like I haven't gone through the field. I know jack shit compared to you guys. But have you guys ever heard of the TV series Dr. House MD?
Yeah.
I like to think I know a lot of shit just because I watch that so fucking much, and I've learned so fucking much just from watching a TV show compared to me, sitting in a classroom, just taking notes and listening to a lecture. I think it was the way that, it just presented itself. It was like real life scenarios. Like, obviously, I know it's a television series, but I feel like that's a lot of ways that kids would like to learn. Rather, because I know some people, they can't sit still the whole class. They have either learning disabilities. They just can't learn like that. I think, if I stuck with, if it was offered in a way like that, I feel like I would have done great in the nursing field. But I wouldn't have went to be a nurse. But just seeing like people in the medical field just do the actions and explaining it as they go for patients who like ask the questions, I think that would be the biggest teacher. And it's nothing against the professors at all, but I just say that in the sense of, some kids just may be able to learn better that way.
Yeah, and it's something you kind of have to watch out for that kind of stuff, though, because I know watching, what is it? Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy, classic.
So we know a little bit of stuff about acute care. We don't go to our acute care clinical till next summer, but my sister is a nurse at Cleveland Clinic in the cardiovascular unit, and she just watches it and gets so frustrated.
She gets frustrated.
Yeah, she's like, Jenna, that's not how we do things. Like, that's not realistic at all.
Inaccurate
Oh, wow.
information. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then again, I mean, how often do you see a doctor like Dr. House roaming around, popping Vicodin every left and right, and just coming up with the most wildest theories just because he's on a high? Oh, man.
So yeah, there's definitely some truth to it, but I just like me as a kind of blind watcher, I'm just like, oh yeah, that's super interesting. But my sister's like, Jenna, they're doing it nowhere.
It's for
it's for TV.
I still think it's cool as hell, though.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I think it's just the way that you interpret information. What kind of learner would you say you are? Like when it comes to stuff? Visual learner?
I'm a visual and then kinesthetic. So it's like I have to watch it being done and then do it myself to have it like down.
Okay.
I would say the same thing.
Would you? Mm-hmm. More hands-on experience. And I feel like a lot more professions, I would say, should have that as, part of the actual curriculum in classes. I mean, in my professional selling class, I love Dr. Rossi. He's fucking amazing. That's one of the best damn professors you'll ever work with. A lot of homework, man. A lot of homework. But it's just the fact that he does a lot of hands-on experience, especially like last year. We had this one class. It was, oh, God, I forget the class, but, negotiations. It was negotiations. So he had us preparing all through the semester and, finally being able to take my marketing courses, like my higher up marketing courses. I'm wondering, like, what's this going to be like? Is this just going to be sitting in class, taking notes, doing tests like usual? Well, the thing is, like, that's what it was for a while. But at the same time, he was prepping us for our final negotiation, for our final exam grade, basically. So we all know what happened with the Norfolk Southern, train derailment and stuff like that. So he assigned us groups. Like, I was part of the government group. There's the citizens group, Norfolk Southern, the agencies, and obviously the government. So we all came together at one table. It's like our Professor Rossi assigned us to each group, and we had to prep for a negotiation based on, what stance we're in. I think that sort of hands-on experience is, what a lot of professors, I feel like, should do that more often.
Yeah.
More hands-on experience. Like, I couldn't walk into a negotiation before I took that class or my final exam, and, I'd probably bomb it. I'd be horrible at it because I'd think I'd win, but really they got all the win, and,
Right.
I'm walking away with nothing.
You're getting that real world experience.
That was as close to real world as
Yeah.
I thought I could ever get.
I'd say this physical therapy program does a pretty good job at that. We get some hands-on skills to learn in class, and then we get to apply those through clinical experiences that we have. So we just got back from one over the summer, our whole class. We had a 6-week clinical, and that's where we really learned.
Is that done here?
No, you can go anywhere for that. So she was around here in Salem,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
and then I went back to Columbus. So that's where we get to apply the skills that you learn
Okay.
in an academic setting. In a
Academic
sense, but
setting.
also in like a real world setting.
So did you guys have actual clients that came in?
Yeah, like we went to a clinic for physical therapy.
So it's kind of
But
like
we
how
were
the
graded
nursing...
academically. I guess that's what I meant by the
Yeah, so we
academic
would have
setting.
or at least part of, since this was our first clinical part of the like physical therapist caseload. So
Okay.
we do parts of it, not all of it.
Okay.
Right.
So how much longer would you... Like, how much more do you have to go through? Like, obviously, I don't know what the hell it entails to get, like, a doctorate and that stuff. Like, what's the process like for that?
So at least at YSU, it's a 2.5-year program. So we both went straight from undergrad. So it's like literally I graduated my undergrad like May 5th, and then PT school started like May 15th. So it was
That's
insane.
disgusting.
Yeah, it kind of was. But, we're here. So yeah, we're second years now. So we have roughly like over a year left, a little over. We'll be done, like Collin said, December 2024.
Have you guys thought about where you might want to work at all?
Not really. No.
No?
No. We got
Yeah.
time, man.
That's one beautiful thing that you guys do have is
Yeah, we're
time.
still thinking about location stuff because since I'm doing the PhD for an extra 2 years, we got a while to think about it.
That's
but
good.
Setting wise, I have absolutely no idea. I know he's really interested in like first responders and stuff like that. I do not want to go into pediatrics. That's all I know.
No pediatrics.
No pediatrics.
Why is that?
I like well-behaved kids. And like I would say I have energy, but I'm like I don't have enough energy to be super creative, deal with the kids, and to deal with the parents too.
Yeah, that's fair.
So it's like, you know, when you're just with the kids, it's like how do you educate a 5-year-old?
Yeah,
Like,
I can never. My mom wanted me to thought me would be a teacher one day, and I told her, Mom, you're fucking crazy. Like, you are out of your mind if you think I can sit in a classroom and teach. Here's the thing, and nothing against teachers, because they're all great. I just can't I personally can't fucking do it. I either get a bunch of screaming little kids who don't fucking listen at all to whatever you say because they're too busy yelling, or I get a bunch of high school kids or middle school kids that just don't give a shit in general and won't pay attention just because they don't want to pay attention. So the only teaching I would ever get into would be, honestly, well, obviously what I do with, you know, my life advice I like to give people, but coaching, like either football or baseball. If an opportunity presented itself, I might pounce on it. Mainly football. I like baseball, but I don't think I can coach it.
That's the big thing with the PhDs. I'm aiming to teach college level students
Oh, okay.
to where they can understand.
So you give them a D if they don't pay attention.
I mean, if I have to.
Oh, so she would be that kind of fucking professor, wouldn't
It
she?
depends.
You gotta do the work.
Yeah.
You gotta do the work.
Yeah.
If you don't do the fucking work, like get the hell out of here.
So I just started being a graduate assistant here at the university for the exercise science department. And it's like, you'll have some really good kids who know their stuff. But it's like, you know, if someone isn't showing up to like work with a client or showing up for their shift, you know, like what are you going to do? Give them 100%? Absolutely not.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like a job, man.
Yeah, really.
You're right.
Yeah.
You
That's,
get penalized for missing work.
I think
Call off.
that's all of college. You know, I feel like college in a way is a full-time job. You know, obviously we all have jobs and we all work, but you know, school consumes us. It's crazy to me because knowing what I know now, do I think I would have went the college route? Probably not. Just because I know so much other things. Like when it comes to business, at the end of the day, if I knew everything I knew now back in the day, like when I graduated high school, I don't see myself being in college at all. I would have went straight into the workforce and, you know, just worked my way up from there from the various skills that I've learned and stuff like that. I already know the bare bones minimum of, you know, what it entails to, you know, do stocks, real estate. You know, I just learned so many different aspects of business sort of on my own time. But again, what I told people before is, and, you know, you guys may feel the opposite of this. I tell people to, you know, if you are so unsure, like if you're not sure that you can go to the same place years on end at the same place, same location, same times, and absolutely bust your ass to be able to graduate, especially after taking out all that money, don't go to college.
That's the thing. Yeah, college just isn't for everyone. I mean, there's still really good money in trade schools.
Oh,
Like,
100%.
just
And a bunch of people
so well
made.
needed too.
Yeah. In high school, a fucking bunch of people made fun of the kids who go to MCCTC. Like, you know,
I'm not
Yeah,
from the area.
yeah, you're not from the area, but Jenna knows where that is. The more I thought about it, like, and I wasn't the kids making fun of them. Like, you guys can do whatever the hell you want. I don't really care. That was the way to go. You know, like
They're getting money now.
they're getting money
Yeah.
now. Right? They went and straight up worked their asses off for
It's
something.
props to them and knowing what they want to do
Literally.
that early on too. Because if you would ask me senior year of high school, I would have been a nurse right now. So
Yeah. If you ask
I
me,
would have been in the military.
So yeah.
I would have been a cop.
There you go, man.
Like, it's just,
Yeah.
it's so different.
I didn't start taking college visits until my senior year. Like, I for sure thought I was going into the Air Force. So,
Really?
and here we are sitting down in
I'm
grad school.
props to my brother too. Miss you, little bro. I mean, he made his mind up in 6th grade that he wanted to go to the Army. Made it up just like that. I'm like, yeah, okay. Like back in the day, I'm like, okay. And then, you know, he started training like it and just going through the motions of it. I'm like, oh yeah, he's going. Like he's going to the Army. That's 100%. And it's funny because he's learning Taekwondo right now. Fuck. I always he's gonna kick my ass when I come home. He wishes, but he thinks he can whip
If you're
my ass. He
listening
can.
right now. you
Oh,
wish.
he'll be listening. That little shit.
Yeah, my brother. He's overseas.
Is he?
Yeah.
Where's he
he's in the
stationed?
Air Force. Lakenheath Air Force Base.
Where's that? Germany?
No, it's around London. More
London.
by Cambridge. I'm not super familiar with the geography of England, but I think it's north of Cambridge.
Okay.
If anyone knows where that is.
I think a lot of people know where Cambridge is.
Yeah.
I mean,
He took up jiu-jitsu. That's why I interjected there.
that's all good.
Yeah.
Has he beaten your ass ever?
I mean, he's only a year and a half younger than me, so I'd be lying if I said he never won at all.
My brother's.
But,
Here's the problem with me. I'm 4 years older than my brother, so.
Austin, I mean,
But my brother, he's fucking strong as shit.
I won the last one. Okay. I won the last one.
That's
so
good. I did not.
I still hold the title.
That's good. Hey, when my brother gets home, we're doing it again. I don't know when it's gonna be, Thanksgiving or Christmas. I'm gonna whoop your ass. But either
Put
way,
it on the calendar.
you literally mark it. I'm gonna mark it on the calendar. I'm counting down the days till he comes up. That's for sure. Okay, so we talked about your given fields, why you guys chose them. What would you say the biggest? Obviously, I know you guys have already got your undergrads and everything. You're still going to school. If you had to pick one thing, what would be the biggest issue with college or the education system itself that you would have?
For me, I mean, I would say the filler classes, like the first 2 years of my undergrad, like I'm never using this again.
Like what?
Biology, chemistry, all that shit, man. I mean,
Was it just?
it's just filler. Like
Yeah,
it's a way for the university to make more money. So like we talk about these state funded schools. I went to a state funded school. Everyone here did. You know, we didn't go to private schools, but
Yeah.
they already get money from the government.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're talking about people taking out basically mortgages
Yeah.
with these loans,
I mean,
how expensive it is.
I don't even know
When
how
you could
much I
cut
have.
down the time of college to 2 years, I don't know. Like we talk about a well-rounded student. It's like I don't need to be well-rounded necessarily. You know.
No, if you,
I'm coming here to get a degree and get a job.
yeah, in that specific
Right,
field,
exactly.
it's like you don't need to know.
I don't need to take advanced writing. I know how to write. Okay.
Same here. I know how to fucking write.
So
What about you,
that's
Jenna?
my opinion.
I mean, I see his standpoint. Like, yeah, we're supposed to be this all whole around person, whatever. But thinking back on the classes I take, like I took a history, motion pictures, and like a mythology class. Like
Mythology.
yeah, it's like they were like interesting classes, but the only thing I'm getting out of it is like in a question right out like trivia or like having fun stories just to talk about, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's like, do I necessarily want to pay for those things? Like,
Hell
no,
no.
but we had to take something. Other than that, it's just probably how education is constantly changing. Like even for the physical therapy like realm itself, like it used to just be
Like example, give me like what exactly have you seen that's changed over the past couple
So,
of years?
it used to just be a bachelor's degree and then it was just a master's degree and now it's a doctorate degree. So it's like we really don't even know what's coming up next. So the whole reason why I'm doing the PhD is just for medical reasons. Like I already have arthritis and I'm 22 years old. So it's like,
Yikes.
will I be able to do all of these manipulations and stuff when I'm 50, 60? Probably not. So I'm kind of using it as like a background thing. So even I think right now, in order to teach at a university, like it needs to be the ratio to 50-50 between DPT and PhD student or faculty. So it's like, you never know if it's going to be 100% one day. So it's like, might as well just knock it out now while I'm still in student mode. But it's kind of even they're talking now to bring in physical therapy assistants from an associate's degree to a bachelor's degree.
Really?
Yeah. So it's constantly changing. Even our boards, we're going to be guinea pigs. So they're changing the boards for a class of 2024. So we're going to see how that goes. Hopefully well.
It's just a way for institutions to make more money at the end of the day. Like it's not on our program. It's the institution.
Yeah, 100%. And
It's just even crazy because I know his mom has gone through it. Did she get her bachelor's in pharmacy or was it a master's?
Bachelor's. Yeah.
So it's like this woman has so much experience and she's so intelligent, but it's like some places won't hire her because she doesn't have her PharmD. So it's like
but she knows
crazy.
more than half the fucking people out there.
Yeah. So it's like you definitely even for
You can't buy experience.
No, not at all.
You can buy it. You buy a degree. You can't buy experience.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't even talked to my mom really about it because she was a massage therapist by trade. So she knows all about this stuff in general, but she never went to, she just didn't go to college for it.
Yeah.
She just doesn't have that part of it, which, and I know for a fact that depending on what you have on that diploma that you get, that can really influence like your pay grade and stuff like that. Am I correct in assuming that?
I would probably say that's accurate. Yeah.
Yeah. So
who knows? I honestly.
And I'm with you when I say
really
that, hands-on experience, I feel like should matter more than the amount of schooling that you did. Well, unless you're going to be a fucking brain surgeon. Like, yeah, I'll take the guy who, did it for 10 years in school compared to the regular schmuck off the street who says they can do it because they've done it before. I'll still take the guy who has done a shitload of work to get into that position.
Yeah,
but
it's one of those things like, yeah, the doctorate program, like we are learning a lot more than technically they did in school. But it's like if you would compare me as like a first year physical therapist to someone who has 30 years under their belt, like absolutely not.
Yeah.
They've seen it all. Like I've read about it all. Let's see how much I retain. But like they've seen it and experienced all of it.
Yeah.
Well, there's continuing education credits. So every physical therapist that's in the field currently has to, I think it's 24 hours within 2 years. You have to do like continuing education credits. So they learn about new techniques or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So they're staying on top of the research as well.
Oh wow.
So
it's a constant moving field.
So experience wins in my opinion almost every time.
It's just even the degree difference. Like they always say never like knock on your nurses or something. Like the nurses have had probably a lot more hands-on patient care than like doctors have.
I mean,
you're dealing with blood and shit.
Yeah, it's the same thing for
piss, tantrums. Believe me, I don't even.
They're on the front lines, man.
Literally, that's why I have the utmost respect for them. I mean, I tried nursing, I just couldn't do it. But after just hearing some of the stories that some of my friends who are nurses told me, it's just like, yeah, I don't have the patience to deal with people like that. People who will constantly flail around while they're, you're trying to get blood drawn or some shit like that. And I'm like, I'm a very impatient person. I'm trying to work on that, but that shit would not fly with me, and obviously, you have to talk to a patient or a customer. Doesn't matter what field it is, you have to talk to them in a respectful manner, no matter what. Otherwise you can get in trouble for that. I would love for there to be a national holiday for everybody in America. Doesn't matter what field you're in. You can talk to the customers however you want. Just one free day.
During my last year at Panera Bread, that's kind of got there.
You what?
So yeah, I worked at Panera for 5 years.
Oh yeah,
I recently just left within the past couple months. And
did you get the can, or did they can your ass, or did you leave?
No, I left. I left for this position. It was definitely time, and then I just really liked this position and the benefits of it. So
that's good. I couldn't imagine working there.
Oh yeah, but like I'm known to have like RBF, and it's just I would try to hide it. I worked for so many years.
Resting bitch face, in case anyone didn't know that.
Yeah, for those who don't know, it's there.
If you were born under a rock.
So yeah, it was harder to hold back the more years and years I got there. So it's crazy to think I was there for literally half a decade.
Oh, even my bosses know it's at Sam's Club. They even know.
You work a lot too.
Yeah, it's I just don't like. I like people, but I hate people. That's my issue. And it goes back to what I was saying. I have zero patience, mainly for stupidity. If it is a basic ass question, don't ask me, because I just can't stand it whatsoever. It could be the most basic fucking question. It'll flip my entire mood upside down.
Out of customers or coworkers?
Yeah. Well, coworkers, yeah, sometimes both. Obviously, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Coming from customers, it's kind of expected. I mean, you're getting paid to answer that question. You know what I mean?
Guess,
some stuff is like real stupid.
Some stuff is.
I get that.
Is real stupid. I'm not gonna mention it, but let's just say some of the shit that was asked to me before a third grader wouldn't even ask me.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, I remember working the Dairy Queen at the fair one year, and this lady came up to me and she was like, "Do any of your things have like carbs?" I'm like, "You're at the fair, lady. Why are you concerned about carbs? Like everything." Yeah, everything.
You're going to a fair and you're worried about carbs.
I literally looked her in the face and I was like, "We have water."
We have water. We have
Man,
H2O.
I worked at a car wash for 4 years when I was in high school, and the amount of car accidents I saw on that job.
Car accidents?
Oh yeah.
Like what?
People would just fly through the tunnel. So it was like an automated car wash, but we'd
Yeah.
prep your car, we'd wash it,
Yeah.
and then send it through to actually get washed. People would collide with the car in front of them all the time because they couldn't put their car in neutral. Their
How do you-
$60,000 Mercedes.
You can't put your
or BMW.
I can put.
So
I
you
can
own
put.
this expensive car, but don't know how to drive
I could put an 04 Grand Prix in neutral. I mean, that doesn't take a fucking genius to do.
Yeah. I thought you need to do that to pass your driving exam or
I'm pretty
whatever.
sure
but-
you did. Oh my god, people,
That's crazy, man.
the level of cluelessness in this country is ridiculous. That's for sure. So I want to transition to something. So, what would you say your biggest takeaway from your college experience has be? More on a, not necessarily in the major you chose, but mainly in the people that you have met. Like, what do you think the biggest takeaway is? What would you say your best experience is so far, meeting new people? Like, how's that been for you guys?
I can meet people pretty well. I mean, I can
You a
hold a
people person?
conversation. Yeah, I would say so.
I feel like a lot of people in this generation
But-
don't know how to do that.
Yeah, I mean, there's awkward moments, of course.
Of course there's
You're
awkward
interacting with other people, but I don't know. I'd say everyone has a story,
Yeah.
So just hear them out.
Hear them out.
Yeah, Collin and I had very different experiences for undergrad. Like, he moved away from his family, really not knowing anyone going to college versus, I'm from Canfield, went to YSU. And, during undergrad, I did try to venture out a little bit, and I moved on campus. But it's, same thing. I moved in with 3 really close girls I knew from high school.
Yeah.
So it's,
It was all familiar territory for you.
yeah, so it was kind of because they were all the same degree. So I was the only exercise science one, and so that was kind of nice in a sense because I got to meet people in my own major, as well as seeing people that I haven't seen in years. Like this one girl, I played softball with. I got to see her again. I'm like, hey, how's life going? But
Yeah.
I mean, besides just classes and going downtown, you really do get to meet a lot of people. Like, I met you,
Yeah.
and you were 30 minutes away from me this whole time, 25,
Yeah.
something like that.
25, basically. Yeah.
So, yeah, it has its perks. But
Yeah.
yeah, we had very, very different experiences.
Yeah,
But we
I had to
both-
restart twice.
That's true. I only had to restart. Well, I shouldn't even say I had to restart. Obviously, I went to Geneva, and I'm pretty sure I told you, but, it was kind of a restart. But at the same time, I was with guys, when I went for my college visit, and then obviously I went to play football. So I was constantly driving to Geneva for team lifts and everything. So it's I kind of restarted, but at the same time I didn't, just because I already had a connection and, great camaraderie with my teammates and everything like that. It got real weird actually when I came home. I don't know why, it was just so kind of weird to adjust. It's
Did it feel small?
yes, very, very small. Why? And granted, YSU's bigger than Geneva College by a substantial margin.
It's just because it's your stomping grounds, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You grew up here.
Yeah.
It's the same way when I come home. But it actually is getting smaller. So Columbus is huge, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I went to Toledo, which is, there's probably 3,000 or 300,000 people
Yeah.
in the city of Toledo, and now Youngstown, which is probably 60,000. So,
At most, maybe.
but it still feels small going back home in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
I drove through my hometown last week or 2 weeks ago. It just feels so much. It feels even smaller now that I just went back there, looked at our football field again. It's just so surreal. Growing up, it's it's just weird. And one thing that I've noticed that some people have been telling me this is, obviously you guys know what I deal with, and what my content entails. A lot of people have told me that, they're afraid to, let those connections go. Obviously, we are from around here. We grew up with the same kids we went to high school with and went to college with. Some people are so afraid that, people are going their separate ways, starting to graduate. The best advice I can give people for a situation like that is just telling them that it is life. It's a constant reminder for everyone that, yeah, you can grow up with the same people for 10, 15, 20 years almost. Eventually, you have to focus on your life and your life goals. You're not going to have the same amount of time that you did years ago. I still have an abundance of my friends who, some have left YSU, some have graduated from YSU, some have went to other schools, and some just didn't go to college in general. And I still see them, and we still maintain that great friendship. But at the same time, I haven't seen some of my close friends in damn near a month. I haven't seen some friends in 2 weeks. But then again, when we meet up again, it's just like nothing's changed.
Yeah, just kind of like friendships aren't defined by how often you talk to someone.
That's what I tell people.
Like even like this past year has been a weird transition period for me, because since I graduated in 3 years, like I was like, oh, like all my friends are still on campus. Like this is no biggie. So it's like now that they've graduated, I'm like, all right, this is kind of weird.
It's a little culture shock.
It's the sense of people are leaving, but people are also coming back. Like my one friend, she went to Walsh to play softball there. And like there was a good time, but we didn't talk for maybe a whole year. But it's like she came back and we reconnected, like nothing's changed, like you said. So it's like, and just even it's different. So I'm like starting to get like nostalgic, although I'm still here, because if people don't know, Collin and I are dating. But we're thinking about moving like to Tennessee or something crazy, like
Tennessee.
When we're done, we're still thinking about it. It changes every day, but we have decided
It really does.
Changes every day.
We are not staying in the Youngstown area. So
I sure as hell won't be.
I refuse, man.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I've moved around quite a bit in my life, but majority of my life has been around this area.
I will say people are really nice here, though. I'm not gonna shit all over Youngstown. I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, coming from somebody that has moved around a lot,
I'll shit on Youngstown all.
bigger cities have, I don't know. There's just more obstacles in a bigger city.
The only thing
I
that he
agree.
thinks is kind of crazy here is how we kind of all know each other's like business for the most part.
Yeah.
So it's like I'll be like, oh yeah, did you hear this about this person? He's just like
I hate that.
he hates it.
He hates it.
It's like you can't walk into a grocery store without seeing someone you know.
That's just what it is. That's
Yeah.
what Mahoning County, Trumbull County, that's what these counties, that's what it really is, man. I
Hate
mean,
it.
back in high school, I kind of stuck to myself and my friend group in Lowville, but, eventually it branched out to Springfield. It branched out to Jackson Milton, McDonald, Ridge, Canfield, and now
Greater Youngstown area.
literally, I can't go. I at least see one person I know from somewhere or someone, even if I've only met them 2 or 3 times in my life. I know someone wherever I go.
It's just even crazy because I remember the one time in high school we had like a softball bus trip to go to New York City, and I ran into someone I knew at the Adidas store in New York City.
That's disgusting.
I'm like, you really cannot go somewhere without knowing someone. It's crazy.
That is crazy. You hate that shit.
I do.
Why do you hate it that much?
I don't know, man. I think I'm just used to change.
Well, you have been, honestly. You've been on the go for a while.
I mean, even growing up, I had a lot of best friends move. So in 4th grade, I had a friend move. 1st grade, I had a friend move. Best friends. 6th grade or 7th grade, I guess. I had 2 best friends move. So it's kind of been a revolving door.
Yeah.
Which I still try and keep in touch with those people, but if they move out of state, especially at that age, it's really hard to
100%.
stay in contact.
Nowadays,
But
it's easier, I feel like, to keep in
I don't
contact
know.
with
I guess
others.
that's why I'm just I don't know, try and talk to everybody.
I'll give you an example.
But
And this goes back to you, keeping in touch with old friends, people leaving, people coming back. I went to Pittsburgh about 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago. Met up with some of my Geneva football players. We went and just lifted together. And it is nothing changed. And I haven't seen, one of them I haven't seen since I was at Geneva, damn near 4 years ago. The other, we still keep in touch, casually text every now and then. But I haven't seen him in person for damn near since the pandemic. I went there 1 year just because I was bullshitting. I called off work and... Sorry, guys. I called off work and went to his Sam's Club in Pittsburgh. And that's where and I said, yo, I'm coming to visit today. And he's like, yeah, okay, whatever. Showed up outside his club and I said, yo, you on your lunch? And he said, what the fuck are you actually doing here? I said, I called off. And this was 2 years ago, guys, so that's okay.
Sorry, Sam's Club.
Yeah, I'm not sorry. But it just goes to show that, I feel like a lot of people in this generation don't get it. It's people grow up, mature, like you have priorities. Like you have to focus on them. And I don't like what people do is, and I know, not personally, but I know of people who scrutinize others because they don't come around as often. They don't do this. They don't do that. Well, what the hell do you want them to do? Like, do you want them to put their own life on hold to just because, you're bored and want to go get coffee or lunch or do something stupid? It's
I 100% agree. I'm on Collin's time.
Literally, I'm on my time. Time. You're
I'm on my time. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what I meant by that. Third person.
I'm on Collin's time.
Yeah.
I'm on Dom's time. I'm on Jenna's time. Like,
I mean, you share time with individuals, but I'm not stopping my life for somebody.
Exactly. I mean, I appreciate you guys. You guys are busy as hell, but you guys took the time out of your day to come talk to me.
Sure. Yeah, everyone has obligations, but
yeah, and
especially when everyone has kids,
True.
They're part of your obligation now.
Some of my friends, like one of my best friends from such a young age, he just got engaged recently, and it's just so surreal. That's also another surreal thing. Is just like, I know I'm getting old. One, I see my brother's fucking friends at this school, and I'm like, you got to be shitting me. You make me feel old.
4 years younger than you.
Literally.
Yeah.
Like, I've been here. It's hard to believe I've been here that long. But in a sense, like, it's just crazy of how real life gets, like, so fucking quickly. I always knew that my two friends were going to get engaged. I knew it was going to happen. But to actually see it, it's just like, damn, we're getting old.
It's just crazy. Like, life hits people at different times. It's just, even my mom, she skipped her college graduation to get married. So it's
she
like,
skipped her college graduation to go get married.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
I would
Holy
but
fuck the diploma.
yeah, Darla
already
really did it.
Yeah, true. She earned it. She didn't need to walk.
No.
That's
but
crazy.
It's just, everyone hits different parts of life.
What would you guys say the biggest, what was the biggest thing that happened that made you realize, shit, we're getting old, like we're growing up?
I think it's like people like starting to get like engaged, having babies. It's like, I mean, we're still in student mode. It's like, I absolutely cannot do that right now. Like, there's no possible chance. And it's just like, we're still in that student mindset, and we're still feeling like we're these young kids and just doing stuff. Like, no, it's like, now I'm looking on campus, and especially now in this GA, I'm looking at all these kids that are like 18, 19 years old. I'm just like, I was just in that position. But I'm just like, I'm not.
And that's how I feel about, like, and I don't do it as often as I used to, just because I have no fucking time to or patience to, is just to go out like downtown to the bars or whatever. I just don't do it as often.
Oh yeah, we were Neanderthals back in the day.
Literally. And I see some, like, I have friends who, like, they're younger, but they go downtown, and I'm like, oh, you wait. They say it's the greatest fucking time ever. I'm like, you wait. It'll run its fucking course. That's why I'd much rather make the drive up to Kent State or the Dusty Armadillo near Alliance.
I just don't have enough time, man.
That's how I feel.
It's fun every now and again, but it's not a life priority.
I haven't been downtown in probably a year. Probably over a year. The only time I've ever gone out, like, really go out drinking, and even if I drink, it's nothing. It's maybe a couple beers at most, but it's either Kent State, but that happens, every now and then when my friend throws parties up there, or the Dusty Armadillo. Sometimes, like, I used to go every Wednesday. More recently, I would say over the summer, I went more recently just to go country line dancing because it was actually fucking fun as hell. You guys would have a great time there. But, I'm just saying, it's, the downtown scene, the drinking scene, the bar scene, it's just run its course for me. It's just like, I don't even like going to, like, waking up and just going to bed, like, so fucking late.
Well, it's crazy. Like, if you were to, like, look at Jenna 3-4 years from now.
Oh, God.
We were drinking every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, sometimes Sunday.
Months on end.
Never stopping. And it's just now, like,
that's what we did. Literally.
Then I'm like sitting in bed at like 8 p.m. on like a Thursday, going like, wow, people are drinking right now? Or like even Saturday night, I'm in bed at like 9. Being
exactly.
Like, oh yeah, no, people do this.
People go out Friday nights, and I'm sitting in, like, I got work at 5 a.m. I'm like, you fucking losers.
Yeah, I like saying that. They're like, what is that bimbo doing on here? Like, what's happening?
It's just crazy to me. And people talk about, like, oh, I never want to grow up. Well, guess what? I'm kind of glad I did. The amount of money I've blown doing stupid shit like that, it's just, like, ridiculous. Bar tabs, I'm done.
That's a boy problem.
Dude, I never really went out that much. Gonna be honest. I was working every weekend in
Yeah,
You
undergrad.
bought me a couple drinks, thanks.
She fucking mooched off me.
Hey, man.
Yeah, it's because I was such a kind soul when I was under the
Really
influence.
good friend. Really good friend, you know?
Yeah, I would say I'm a good friend. Bought you drinks when I was completely hammered and didn't know any better.
I was
I think
completely
I'm,
underage, so.
what?
You knew I wasn't
Another reason why
21.
she asked you to buy them.
Of course. Oh my god. Fuck that.
Thanks.
Jenna, you're gonna get me in trouble because of that shit. I hope
It
I
already
get,
happened.
Hmm?
It already happened.
yeah, true. Fuck it.
You really
well.
think they really cared at O'Donnell's?
Fuck no.
Exactly.
They don't give two fucking shits down there.
No.
Was a great place, but
Until it wasn't. But yeah.
till it was a great place till it wasn't.
I'll never forget. That's when I decided. I was like, I'm not going out as much anymore. And then like 2 weeks later, like the shooting happened, and then people stopped going. And I was like, wow, I really ended at a good time.
Yeah, you did. We were there that night. We
Really?
left about an hour before it actually happened. So, scary shit.
Yeah.
But I went to O'Donnell's maybe one time since that happened, and I walked in there and I'm like, oh, yeah, this is why I don't go out anymore. Just I was so fucking bored, just sitting there doing nothing. Socialize, whatever. Guess what? I could socialize with you over the fucking phone. And I like seeing my friends go out and shit. I like seeing them out. Like you, I see damn near every day because I go to the rec center.
Right.
I haven't seen you in a fucking minute. But I think kids in our generation just need to realize like it's okay to grow up. Like your friendship, like if you know that person well enough, you won't even worry about your friendship. You'll pick shit up like right where it left off. You'll just have more stories to tell about.
Yeah, exactly.
Talk about.
Yeah. I've got friends everywhere now.
Same. Some are in Columbus right now. My buddy Matt. Miss you, bud.
Shout out.
Shout out to my boy Matt. But as we wrap it up here, guys, what would you say your biggest piece of advice you can give the younger generation who maybe are teetering about going to college?
It's a tough one.
I know. I'm all about deep thought.
I mean, I guess it's just you really have to have the drive to do it. I mean, especially since I was management at Panera and seeing like that younger generation coming up, like I'm concerned. Like
Oh, I am too.
it's like you see it all the time too. It's just like the work ethic just isn't there.
Work ethic isn't there. Some are allergic to work.
So it's like you really have to dedicate yourself to and decide that it's what you want to do, or else like for instance the kids that don't even know their major, like why would you go to a private school unless you have money or have really good scholarships, you know?
Even then, man.
Yeah, even then,
Yeah.
it's just why would you waste like a $40,000 in a year when you don't even know what you're doing?
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I always tell people, like, I tell the younger generation, don't go to college unless you commit on graduating.
Yeah.
And I tell people, you don't need to have, like, your major. I don't think you even have to have your major or what you want to do the rest of your life picked immediately. But if you're certain that you will find that meaning in college, just be sure that you're disciplined enough to stay consistent and go and finish. I damn near wasn't. That's why I almost got probably kicked out.
You figured it out though. You know, when you were ready to go back, you went back and you figured it out.
Yeah, took a long fucking time, but damn.
That's
We're
right,
here.
man. Everyone's on a different trajectory, so
Yeah.
it's all right.
Go
I
ahead.
was just trying to think of my advice, but it's kind of piggybacking off Jenna's, just stay motivated, you know?
Mhm.
There's just a lot of people that aren't motivated, so find something that you're passionate about.
And run with it.
Yeah.
That's what I'd say.
Set personal goals for yourself, day by day or week by week, you know?
And I also tell people, like,
I used to write on a board saying, like, all right, I need to get this done by Wednesday.
yeah,
If it's not done by Wednesday, I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
I need to get it done now.
it's simple things like that. And I like to
So-
also coin this: hold yourself to a certain standard. Like, obviously, don't compare yourself to fucking others on social media. I don't give a shit if it's Addison Rae or Charlie D'Amelio. Don't compare yourselves to those fuckers.
Those are really old comparisons.
Even so, I don't give. There are fucking generations, so that's what I'm going to use. But the online comparison comparing and everything like that, leave that be.
They're almost not real, man. They're like so far away.
Like, literally.
They don't know you exist.
They don't know you exist. They don't care if you exist. That's for sure. So stop comparing. Like, just, they got, I wouldn't say luck, because I think luck is opportunity and preparation. You know, it just meets. But, and, you know,
sure.
they did it. But at the same time, like, your success does not have to be that. There's different avenues to take to be successful. I'm in marketing, physical therapy. Literally, there's so many different options to make you feel content and happy.
Right.
And that's my biggest advice to people. Hold yourself to a certain standard and own up to it.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, I'm glad you guys agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, I really appreciate you guys coming on. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to come talk to me. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us on once again.
For sure. I'll see you around. I'll see you whenever.
Yeah, very true. We'll find out.
And that's going to wrap it up this week on The Lake Show, everyone. Make sure to like, subscribe, share with your friends, leave some comments down below. I'm your host, Dominic Lako. God bless.
We'll be right back.